Hi everyone, Corey here from Tales from a Polk County Girl. Today I'm actually holding the camera because I'm having trouble getting my entire planner in focus. And this video is going to be a quick flip through of what May looked like for me in my passion planner. Now, May was a little different for me in terms of usage because as much as I love the passion planner and my flex binder, after a while, it just got too heavy to carry with me to work, home, all that stuff. So it stayed home, and I used my Monster Flex. Actually, let me pause this and grab it so you guys don't get confused. Hang on. Okay. This is what my Monster Flex planner pages look like. They're the Franklin Covey blooms. Move that out of the way. That's what I've been carrying back and forth because it's a lot smaller. So what have I done in May? So this is how the month looked. Things were real quiet at work. It's the start of summer A and summer C sessions. So we didn't have a lot of classes come in, or if we did, it wasn't when I was on the reference desk, so it didn't really matter. I had 3 days where I was at a conference, a lot of YouTube notes, and some other things, and it worked out. I didn't fill in my AdSense tracker. I'll have to go back and do that. And how I did things this month compared to back in May compared to how I'm going to do them in June, I think it'll be a really interesting comparison. So this is what the first week of May, full week of May looked like, and I was still carrying it around for the most part. And this was the week I went to the Florida Library Association conference. And standard day, and I had written out some of the sessions I had wanted to go to, blah, blah, blah. Standard usage of the to-do list right here. And, my focus was my creative writing prompt for my creative writing club because that was in a week and I still hadn't written it. Good things that happened. I went to a canning class with my friend Patricia, and that class has since spawned several canning sessions that have been successful. And went to the FLA conference. Okay. Here's where it started to change. I was leaning in. I was carrying this with me back and forth to work, and this stayed home. And I honestly went and backfilled this in at the end of the week because I kind of realized, hey, I didn't do anything here. So what I did is I went back through and I did color-coded to-do lists. So this was more bullet journal style. So I'm going to come down a little closer, zoom in. Anything that has to do with our garden, I got a new color for my Coletto pen, and so that was in pink. Anything that had to do with crafting or knitting or writing went in purple. Blue is work, of course. Green is anything to do with the house. And black is just my standard catch-all for other things. I was still using the today's focus for dinner menu, and that worked. And this was kind of working for me a little bit. The only problem was I was writing things twice. I was writing things in here and in Monster Flex. So I had to do something different. And down here, because I wasn't doing the to-do list the same way, it would mainly just became house stuff, writing stuff, or crafting stuff. So, and good things that happened this week. This week's focus, still haven't finished that prompt. But good things that happened. I changed out a headlight relay in my car on my own. That was a big deal for me. I finished my scrappy wrap, and if you are also a follower of my knitting podcast, you get to see that. And Mom had a really nice retirement party thrown for her by one of her colleagues. So this was the 2nd/3rd week of May. And this is where my lack of enthusiasm, as it were, for this setup really came into play. As you can see, I started out okay in the beginning. By Thursday, it was like, psh, not doing this. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday have been left blank. Down here, it was house stuff, writing, knitting, because I really wanted to try to get more of my writing stuff done. My writing passion has been reinvigorated, and that's kind of my pool right now. Again, if you also follow my knitting podcast, you know I'm knitting my brother a blanket, and I'm making them little squares. And I was trying to deal with how the colors were going to be. His blanket's going to be 6 different colors, and I was trying to figure out how he wanted them. Anyways, nothing's been decided on that mess. Okay, and this was last week. Last week, I think I found something. I thought I had figured it out, but I really hadn't. I got out the highlighters. And at the start of the week, it was all black ink. Didn't even pick up my Coletto, but highlighters were here. It was Memorial Day weekend, so no work. My reference desk schedule, anything else. So yeah, that's what I did. Here's today, and as you can see, I didn't even go to boxing this morning. So yeah, that's what May was like, and the first few days of June. Here are my monthly reflection questions. I haven't even finished this one, so I need to do that. But most memorable part of this month, I successfully canned peaches and mixed berries on my own. And like I said, my writing passion has been reignited, so realizing how much I really want to publish one of my books, I'm kind of working towards that more now. 3 biggest lessons: how to water bath, do water bath canning was really interesting. And if I want to officially achieve my dream publishing a book, I actually need to work towards it. Because for some reason, I thought it would just magically happen. But, when you have a manuscript that you have to edit, you kind of need to work on that. DIYing a more portable planner for an EDC or everyday carry was a wise decision for me. I love the Passion Planner. I'm still going to use it, but this thing's going to stay home. I'm not going to haul it back and forth with me. Let's see. Next question. Past month, assess your priorities and how are you happy with how you spent your time? And I was honest. For most of May, I wasn't using my Passion Planner. My Monster Flux is my EDC, and I've been thinking about how I want to use the full-size Passion Planner. And yeah, I wrote here, I think I'll use it for side hustle stuff. Side hustle. Anything that isn't my everyday job, my salary job as a librarian, that I'm working on to try to make money at, I'm considering a side hustle. So whether it's knitting inventory for craft shows, working on my manuscript in hopes of publishing it, selling stuff on eBay, selling stuff on Amazon, all that stuff. That's all going to be in here. How are you different this month than the month before? Stopped using full-size Passion Planner in favor of my DIY Monster Flex. Also, last month, I'll talk about this in my my blog experiment video. I ran an unofficial experiment on my blog and the YouTube channel. I was comparing stuff, but that's another video. Who or what are you especially grateful for this month? I was very grateful for my planner stash, because without my planner stash, when I say planner stash, I don't just mean planner or binder. I mean all the stuff that goes into that. Washi tape, stickers, random inserts or notebooks for various different types of planners. That's what I mean by planner stash. because without that, I couldn't have just DIY'd something like this to play around with to see if I like it. Name 3 things you can improve on the coming month. Yeah, I kind of need to do that, so I don't have answers for that one right now. And from 1 to 10, how do you feel overall this past month? An 8. So that was May for me, with the exception of that question. I can't wait for you guys to see June, because June does not look like this anymore. I actually reprinted the pages off the downloadable PDF, and I need to replace or put them in and staple and cover these, because I totally messed this up. So I'll see everybody next month for my June walkthrough. I'll see you later. Bye.